Coming to semiconductors, we'll see first about the fundamental building blocks or strong points of what is semiconductors and all. Then we'll see p-n junction diodes and all. Then finally it's the transistors. Okay, 3 parts we'll study this one. Half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier, p-n junction diodes, how they use and everything in the second part. And third part is transistors. Once again, I'll try to check it from syllabus. If I could find somewhere, it's okay. Otherwise, I'll teach the transistors as well. Okay.
Transistors hai.
So then we'll study that also, but we'll stipulate ourselves to the level of the questions that have been asked in the previous level. Those questions, those concepts on which previous questions have been asked, at least that concepts at least we will try to study, because in this kind of circumstances, questions more than that kind of questions might not actually come in those topics which recently have been removed, at least for the upcoming classes. Okay. Because whatever the questions last year asked were very minute, without knowing content, just you study for board where you learn this is what, that kind of questions have been given. Okay, so let us stipulate ourselves to that knowledge in semiconductors. So then so here semiconductors, especially conductors, insulators. What is the difference between both of them? Conductors actually conduct electricity at normal or room temperature. Okay. Insulators don't conduct. So insulators, if you want to make them conduct, you have to have a very high energy, because in insulators, the electrons are tightly bound to the atoms. Okay. So if you want to make these electrons come out of the atom and actually be used for conduction, that is impossible and not easy at normal temperatures. You have to give a very large amount of energy and bring this electron out of the atom and make that electron conductor electricity. Got it? But conductors, the electrons are freely available because they are in the valence shell. There will be one electron outside. If that goes, you will see that octet configuration forming. So actually they want to easily lose that electron, final electron easily. So those atoms which they want to lose electron easily, they're called as conductors, which will be helpful for our conduction of electricity. Okay. But semiconductors, what is the specialty is, here you can control the flow of electrons with the techniques that you know, control the flow of electrons. Or another one interesting point on which examiners have found out been asking theoretically, if you speak, if you increase the temperature, conductors resistivity increases, resistance increases. You might have seen this formula, rho naught into 1 plus alpha delta theta. You remember?
Alpha is negative.
So alpha is resistivity increases, right? This is positive.
This is positive for conductors.
So semiconductors, it is negative. So this is one interesting point that they generally ask, because with increase in temperature, semiconductors conduct more. Increase in temperature, resist more. Conductors resist more. So that is one interesting difference you can see. Then, so for conductors, alpha is positive. For insulators, the no conduction will happen. For semiconductors, alpha will be negative. Okay. This is one thing. Next coming to energy band of a single atom. If you take potential energy formula, we know K
Q1 Q2 bar.
Q1 R. So then this is potential energy. But actually, if an atom, it is nucleus and electron, negative hoga, this value, whatever it may be.
Attractive force, bound.
So then it is inversely proportional to R. You will have a rectangular hyperbola here. Okay.
R to the power -1 होगा.
R to the power -1 होगा, but negative side
Negative
because
quadrant.
so negative quadrant. So this is the energy of the energy of the atom,
Electron.
electron in an atom. So now potential energy. So here there will be a distance, minimum distance. So there where the energy will be minimum, right? When you are increasing the distance from the atom, that means your nucleus, the electron, the energy will be increasing. Increasing in the sense negative value is decreasing means it's increasing. Okay, so like that. What happens for every atom, for every electron, depending upon the distance which it is in, that means it is in the first orbital, second orbital, third orbital, which is having a different distance from the nucleus center. So they will be having different energies, 1s2, 2s2, 2p2, so 3s2, 3s, 3p, like that. Now what happens when different atoms, when molecules are forming, atoms combine together to form molecules there. When they're coming closer, what will happen is they overlap each other. So now instead of being one particular energy, there will be a region that will be formed where the electrons
Where they are overlapping.
here, two molecules, this energy band. So this is one molecule energy band. And this another molecule also came beside it, which nucleus is at this distance particularly. It will also have a energy level like this. So now this distance here, particularly this atom is existing here. Whatever the orbitals are present in this energy, in this distance, which is having this much radius, orbitals will be having different radius, right? So till here, only these atom electrons are there. But at this energy level, this atom electrons also will move. That orbit is not a particular defined shape. It's an energy level where it can move. This atom electron can also move, and this atom electron can also move, right? So here they form energy bands here, where electrons are not present in a particular defined structure. It's in an energy gap from here to here. So some value between those two values where the electron cloud can be existing here. Okay. Shall I go ahead? Huh? They are called as free electrons. They are free to move in that particular regions. Okay. Then you will not have 1s, like generally how can you draw 1s, 2s, 2p, like that we can draw. But here there will be a energy bands, 1s for 1s, there will be 2s, like the 2p, because of the combination of both the atoms, or like that multiple atoms combined together to form these energy bands. Okay. Now coming to valency band. Valency band means, suppose every atom will have a valency shell, right? The outermost shell. This electron is easy to remove than the electrons in the ionization energy for valency electron will be less, right? This electron is easy to remove at normal temperatures, or if you increase in temperature, first electrons that will be easily out of the atom is the valence electrons. That's why we'll focus more on the valency band here. Valency band is that band of energy wherein all the valence electrons of the atoms coexist in a specific region. Got it? Like this, the energy band, when you draw, slowly with increase in distance from the center, your energy is increasing. Suppose this is the valency band, for suppose example, and another valency band is here. So valency electrons are present here. So then this energy level is called as valency band. Got it? Valency band. So that description you will write it like this. This is 1s, 2s, like this, 3s, 3p, like this. But valency band you will write where the electrons are coexisting. Electrons are electrons, valency band. Okay. Okay, shall we go ahead? Now, this valency band at 0 Kelvin, another interesting point here. At 0 Kelvin, actually, these vibrations of electrons will be different at different temperatures. Because when you give the temperature, the electrons get excited. When you give the energy, the electrons get excited to come out of the atom. If enough energy is given. Otherwise, they will be moving at a higher energy state. That means far away from the nucleus. But when your temperature is decreasing, the orbitals and the electrons will come closer because their energy is decreasing.
क्यों डिक्रीज कैसे इंक्रीज होगा ये?
No, when you are giving, increasing the temperature, decreasing the temperature, I'm talking.
हाँ
Their energy is getting decreased, right? Their thermal agitations get decreased. But at 0 Kelvin, at 0 Kelvin means almost the
No
thermal,
moment.
no moment. So at that time, this valence electrons also will be there, right? At one band. So the topmost level that they can exist, the topmost energy level that they can have, because this is a band. The energies exist from suppose x to y here. I'm not talking about the exact values. I'm talking about the x to y energy here. So this y point is there, right? The maximum energy that the outermost electrons can have in the valency band. This energy level as
Fermi
energy level. They might ask you on theoretical kind of questions. Okay. Then
पर इधर आइलैंड में तो कुछ दिया नहीं है ऐसा.
Yes, you can remember NCERT में दिया ये point इसलिए.
तो क्या लिखना है उसका definition?
The max at 0 Kelvin, the maximum, the topmost energy level at 0 Kelvin temperature. At 0 Kelvin temperature, the topmost energy level up to which electrons are filled.
एक मिनट.
Because these kind of questions might be asked, right? They just theoretical.
At 0 Kelvin.
The topmost energy level up to which electrons are filled in valency band of a lattice.
The topmost energy level up to which electrons are filled.
Electrons are filled in valency band of a lattice. In valency band of a lattice is called Fermi energy level. So now there is a point called conduction band. When the common orbitals are overlapped, their valency electrons exist in their conduction band. Conduction band means where the electrons are free to move and conduct the electricity. Okay. You might ask me, where is exactly conduction band present, sir? This much energy is required for them to move freely, all those valence electrons, and to conduct electricity. So now, suppose if I am drawing, you might see 3 diagrams there if they're existing in your book. Valency band, conduction band. Suppose for the insulators, valence electrons will be there. That is valency band. Okay. The free electrons where they are present to conduct electricity is called conduction band. Okay. But this energy gap will be very high. If the valency electrons have to come for free conduction of electricity, they have to be given a lot of energy to go to the conduction band and conduct the electricity. Got it? The energy gap will be very high. The conduction band is where free electrons are present of the, which are nothing but the valency electrons of the all the atoms combined together. That is conduction band. But the energy gap between conduction band and valency band is very high in case of insulators. But in conductors, they overlap each other. That means whatever the valence electrons are there, they easily get removed. That means they easily will be available for your conduction. That's why energy gap will be less. How much energy is required for valence band? They already have. No. How much energy is required for conducting the electrons? They already have that energy because they are ready to move away from the atom. That means energy is less only, right? Okay. Now, so energy is more, not less. They have enough energy to conduct the electricity. So there they overlap. Okay. Valency band and conduction band overlap each other. Okay. But when it is coming to semiconductors, when you increase the temperature, the energy band decreases. Energy band decreases. So we can control that part. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So that's a particular values will be there. Can you see those values? How many?
One electron volt semiconductors ka.
So insulators, it is more than
3
electron volts. So whereas conductors, they overlap each other. Okay. This is one thing. And these values also, you just remember because पागल लोग हैं, कभी कुछ देते हैं ये लोग, मतलब ये चीज पागल इन द सेंस की पता नहीं ना आजकल एग्जाम पेपर के हिसाब से, तो ये वैल्यूज भी रेसिस्टिविटी के वैल्यूज और कंडक्टिविटी के वैल्यूज पे एक बार देख लीजिए. हाँ मतलब 10 power minus 2 to 10 power minus 8 ohm meter for conductor.
ये भी याद रखना है,
रख दीजिए इस बार के लिए, बिकॉज ये फर्स्ट और सेकंड पेज में एनसीईआरटी में दिया, इसलिए सिग्मा इज उसका अपोजिट होगा. जैसे 1 by दिस इज विथ यू ना 10 power 2 to 10 power 8 ओम मीटर इनवर्स. इंसुलेटर का एग्जैक्ट वैल्यूज नहीं, रेंज याद कर लीजिए. कंपैरिजन भी दिया तो थोड़ा याद होना है ना कंपैरिजन का. मैच द फॉलोइंग. रेसिस्टिविटी जिनका ज्यादा होगा कंडक्टर का, रेसिस्टिविटी इंसुलेटर का ज्यादा होगा. सेमीकंडक्टर्स का बीच में रहेगा, कंडक्टर का कम रेसिस्टेंस रहेगा.
सेमीकंडक्टर का क्या है?
बीच में 10 power minus 5 to 10 power 6 there.
10 to power
minus 5 to 10 power 6 अब बुक में दिया है आपने.
+6.
हाँ +6 वैरी करता है कोई भी बट, मतलब वो इंसुलेटर जैसे भी काम करता है, वो कंडक्टर जैसे भी काम करता है, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द टेम्परेचर दैट दे आर एग्जिस्टिंग. ये
तो
पूरा
10 to the power -5 to 10 to the power +6.
हाँ +6 ये मटेरियल में दिया. एक बार एनसीईआरटी चेक करो अगर कुछ अलग वैल्यूज दिया हो. उसका उल्टा होगा कंडक्टिविटीज, मतलब डिवाइडेड 1 by 10 power minus 2 करोगे 10 power 2, 1 by 10 power minus 8 करोगे 10 power 8. Whereas insulators it will be greater than 10 power 11 ohm meter here. Whereas semiconductors it is 10 power minus 5 to 10 power 6 ohm meter.
ये क्या है?
10 power minus 5 to 10 power 6.
ये सेमीकंडक्टर का.
The point is these are variable, these are not definite values जहाँ vary कर सकते हैं ये range में. But one strong point you need to remember is this resistivity is very low. You can see from this number, this resistivity is very high insulators. And then this one will be in between both of conductor and insulators. Okay, shall I go ahead? Okay. Okay. Then coming to in semiconductors, band structure एक minute. ये तो पढ़ लिया. Okay. In semiconductors, other points देख सकते हो आप. तो semiconductors, one is negative temperature coefficient होता है already हमने. We have seen negative temperature coefficient. Then covalent bonding, crystalline structure. But here one important point is at pure semiconductor. Pure semiconductor can also be called as, what is the term?
Intrinsic semiconductor.
Intrinsic semiconductors. Number of electrons should be equal to number of holes. So when electron is removed from the valence shell, there will be a hole formed there in the valency band here. Number of electrons is equal to number of holes. So if you add some impurities, that means p type or n type, that means trivalent impurities or pentavalent impurity. These also can be formed as bits here. So pentavalent impurities is having trivalent impurities are called as up to adding trivalent impurities. What will happen here?
P-type semiconductor.
P-type semiconductor will be formed.
Acceptor impurity.
So this is acceptor impurities because these atoms will accept electrons and the holes will be formed more. The pentavalent impurities, electrons donor, they will give donate electrons. So then n-type semiconductor will be formed. Okay. So let us go ahead. So now this fourth group elements generally fourth group elements act as आपका semiconductors. So these will be having 4 electrons in the valency shell. So pentavalent, what it will give? 5 electrons will be there on the valency shell for it. So if 5 electrons, 4 will combine. Suppose both are combined together,
and one will remain.
One electron extra will remain. So every atom that you add for a pentavalent, there will be an extra electron that will be generated. Okay, so, and this is huge in number. You might be thinking that's only 1 electron. No, it's huge in number in atoms, in atom size. So that is one thing. So when trivalent impurities, you add 3 plus 4, 7. That means they will be having, for octet, they will be having another hole. That means another deficit of electron. That is nothing but hole, we call it as. So here in p-type semiconductors, you will have holes as a majority charge carriers, and whereas n-type semiconductor, which will have formed due to pentavalent impurity, the majority charge carriers are electrons. I hope this is clear for you. So then there will be important formula here. So this is a law of mass action. It might be given or not given. That is a very important one. NENH is equal to Ni square. This is intrinsic concentration. So number of electrons into number of holes is equal to Ni square. Suppose if you ask number of electrons is asking for you, Ni square by NH you can do. Number of holes is intrinsic concentration.
मतलब वो दिया होगा क्या?
हाँ दिया होगा, मतलब कोई इसमें 2 दिया जाएगा, 1 पूछा जाएगा. Intrinsic is समय without addition of electrons or holes. What is the situation there? Intrinsic concentration of electrons or holes. So that Ni square should be equal to Ne into NEH. NH is very high means Ne will be very low. Ne is very high means NH will be very low. Okay. This you can remember. And another thing, in intrinsic semiconductor, what we write? I is equal to, current is due to electrons plus holes, because both are equal in number only. both of them, due to both of them electrons and holes, we will have the current. Both are comparable here. But when it comes to pentavalent impurity add करने के बाद, what is will you get? N type semiconductor. There the current is equal to almost electron current, whereas this is pentavalent or N type. But whereas P type, you see current is almost equal to current due to holes. There the electron current will be neglected. Okay. In only intrinsic semiconductors, how many number of electrons are there? That many number of holes are there. So both the movements will be responsible. Electrons are going in one direction, holes will be going in another direction.
E plus चाहिए ना sir?
Plus this one.
हाँ.
Both are comparable here because electron current
Equal है.
both are less only. Value will be low only intrinsic conduction, but both are equal. So both are significant only here. But whereas when it comes to pentavalent impurity, when you add N-type semiconductor, the electron current is very high in comparison with hole current. So we can write like this. Whereas when it coming to P-type semiconductor, hole current will be very high. So I can be written as IH. Okay. So what are trivalent impurities? You can remember then. What is this third group?
Aluminium, gallium, indium,
gallium, indium, thallium. And actually, which one will be added mostly? This gallium, because aluminium is having that final valency orbit is much closer to the nucleus. So generally gallium they use, aluminum also they will use, but the energy band will be less for this one, germanium. So the amount of energy you need to give, the difference between conduction band and valency band will be very less for gallium with respect to aluminum. You can see the values if they are given, they'll be the comparison they might give you. For the band gap formed due to valency between valency band and conduction band, when gallium is added, will be lower when comparison with aluminum. Okay, like that pentavalent, this is bagged. I used
gap
to
will be lower मतलब?
Because now conduction band will be there and इसके बीच मतलब valency band will be there, conduction band will be there, right? For with semiconductors, which is lower, मतलब that means with increase in temperature
कम होगा.
हाँ?
Aluminium में कम होगा.
No, aluminium का न्यूक्लियस के साथ थोड़ा पास रिलेशन है अल्यूमिनियम.
हाँ, so
उसको इलेक्ट्रॉन निकालने से इजी हमको इलेक्ट्रॉन निकालना है जर्मेनियम से. है ना? इसलिए जो उसका बैंड गैप होता है, दोनों के बीच में बैंड गैप घटता है इधर जब भी आप ऐड करते हो इम्प्योरिटी. बट उन दोनों के बीच में बैंड गैप जिसका थोड़ा कम होगा जर्मेनियम का कम होगा. कंपैरिजन दिया था, वैल्यूज दिया था एनसीईआरटी में, वो भी याद रखना है. ठीक है, तो इज वन थिंग. So then we'll write the formulas, these formulas. For conduction in the conductor, what is the formula? You know, J is equal to NeVd. This we have derived previously.
I is equal to NeVdA.
IA is equal to NeAVd. So then J is equal to I by A. That is equal to NeVd. But with their Vd, we wrote it as E by 2m into tau. This formula we'll get. V is equal to U plus AT formula. U plus AT. U is 0 initially considering. A is acceleration is electric field. E by 2. Is it E by E by m into tau. Tau is average time between the collisions. So this will be characteristics of the material. That means can I write this as Vd proportional to E? That means Vd is equal to some constant, that is sigma into E, right? That sigma is equal to Ne mu. Okay. It's okay. So like that we can write here in terms of electric field. Now what we can write for intrinsic semiconductor, that will be Ne is equal to Nh, right? Current can be written as Ne into drift velocity of electron plus drift velocity of hole. Then that sigma is equal to 1 by rho, that is nothing but Ne into mu E plus mu H. That means mobility of electron plus mobility of hole. This formula, sigma is equal to Ne mu, right? Is there? So sigma is conductivity. These formulas we have studied in current electricity, right? These derivations also I told. You remember? No.
Mm-hmm.
So sigma is equal to Ne mu. So these formulas again can be written for, wait, again can be written for आपको p type n type. P type will be nh much greater than Ne. P type के लिए. So then we can write J is equal to, instead of Ne Ve plus Vh, we can write it as Ne drift velocity of holes. So similarly, sigma is equal to 1 by rho is equal to NH mu H into E. NH into mu H into E. So now one important point here, again note point, I have explained you at that time, the controversy or apparent conclusion. Mobility of electron is higher than the mobility of hole. एक तो एक्सपेरिमेंटल है, बट कुछ लॉजिक भी मैंने उस शायद बताया, आपको याद है? मतलब एक वैलेंसी बैंड होता है, कंडक्शन बैंड,
तो वैलेंसी बैंड में ही रहेगा.
हाँ, तो उसका मूवमेंट रिस्ट्रिक्टेड है, मतलब इतना, मतलब उसको टाइम लगता है, तो वो वेलोसिटी को कैचअप करने का. तो आपको इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मोबिलिटी इज हायर देन मोबिलिटी ऑफ होल्स. दिस इज वन रीजन यू नीड टू रिमेंबर. दे माइट आस्क यू मोबिलिटी कंपैरिजन, जस्ट थियोरेटिकल क्वेश्चन. एनसीईआरटी में कुछ हाईलाइट पॉइंट बता के भी दिया है इस चीज का, ठीक है? हमको एग्जाम्स में बहुत बार आते थे ये क्वेश्चन भी, मोबिलिटी ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स और मोबिलिटी ऑफ होल्स का कंपैरिजन. ओके, shall we go ahead? Then shall we go ahead? And similarly, n type you can write here. Number of electrons is much higher than number of holes. That means J is equal to N into E into V electrons. So sigma is equal to 1 by rho, that is equal to Ne into E into mu E. Arey, you inform your father that this month na we have some gap na, matlab we could not take the lectures na. So that only 1/3 fees, ask him not to send. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you tell him. हुआ नहीं ना, क्यों मतलब लेना, ठीक है? उनको बोल दीजिए सर 1/3 उसको जो भी है फीस पे करता है, मतलब ये 15 को 1/3, मतलब 10 दिन का आप मतलब नहीं सर नहीं भेजने के लिए बोल रहे, इसे बोल दीजिए सर, ठीक है? मैं भी बोलता हूँ कॉल करना है ना, जनरल आप बता देते हो, ठीक है?
मतलब 2/3 पे करना है.
हाँ 2/3 ही पे करना है, 10 दिन का मतलब छुट्टी जैसे सोच लीजिए, है ना? नहीं बोल दीजिए उसका, मतलब वो भी अगर हम आने वाले 10 दिन अगर लेक्चर्स हमारा होता तो ना, तो उससे भी कम करेंगे, ठीक है? मतलब पता नहीं ना रीजन, मतलब कुछ भी हो सकता है, बिकॉज अभी एक मिनट इधर पॉज कर देता हूँ. So we have studied about.
सर वो एग्जाम कंफर्म हो रहा है शायद उस डेट पर.
ओके, पी टाइप और एन टाइप अच्छा है. वेट, we have studied about p type and n type, and now by using them, connecting them together, we can use this equipment for a number of purposes in semiconductors. That is called as PN junction diode and all. Okay, so now what will happen when P and N are kept side by side like this? So what will happen? This is interesting phenomenon. You explain what will happen. In P type, there will be holes, more number of holes. It's not means electrons will not be there, but more number of holes. N type, there will be electrons. Tell me.
तो डिफ्यूजन होगा.
दो प्रोसेस हो गए इधर, आप बताओ.
डिफ्यूजन होगा.
डिफ्यूजन भी होगा और एक और ड्रिफ्ट भी होगा. किधर है वो पॉइंट?
डिफ्यूज होगा.
हाँ, पी साइड से
पी साइड से एन साइड तक होल्स डिफ्यूज होगा और एन साइड से पी साइड इलेक्ट्रॉन डिफ्यूज होगा.
इधर आप देखना, due to internal electric field, an electron on p side of the junction moves to n side and a hole on
इंटरनल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड या ड्यू टू डिफ्यूजन.
इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड होता है ना, क्योंकि दो चीज की वजह से होता है, एक ड्रिफ्ट होता है, एक डिफ्यूजन होता है. ड्रिफ्ट और डिफ्यूजन दोनों में फर्क है. तो व्हाट इज द फर्क इज, डिफ्यूजन करंट विल बी फ्रॉम ड्यू टू इंटरनल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. मतलब यहाँ का
मतलब इनिशियली पी साइड से जब होल जाएगा, इज इट ड्यू टू डिफ्यूजन और ड्यू टू इंटरनल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड?
ये जी, मतलब एक मिनट. Drift current which is opposite in direction to the diffusion current. Initially diffusion current is large and drift current is small. So drift current, as the diffusion process continues, the space charge regions on either side of the junction extend. So initially क्या होगा, एक मिनट, once let me, इधर ये भी theoretically याद रख सकते आप, इधर होल ज्यादा है, इधर इलेक्ट्रॉन ज्यादा है ना, नहीं? Then this electron will come here and this hole will go there. This is diffusion current.
सर दिस इज, हाँ सही है.
Now because of the here there will be formation of electrons, there will be formation of holes here, so there will be an electric field that will be generated.
आफ्टर वंस डिफ्यूजन इज ओवर,
डिफ्यूजन भी चलता है,
डिफ्यूजन चलता है पर अपोजिट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड आ रहा है.
इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड आता है. तो उस समय जो ये पॉजिटिव चार्ज जो भी है, इसको पॉजिटिव चार्ज होल को रिपल करता है एंड इलेक्ट्रॉन के अट्रैक्ट करता है. मतलब बिकॉज इधर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ऑलरेडी कम है पी टाइप में, but this positive field, this field will attract electrons from p side to n side, holes from n side to p side. Got it? Reverse process. That is drift current. Due to electric field, the movement of electrons from p side to n side and holes from n side to p side is called as drift current. Initially diffusion current will be higher because initially there's no electric field, only zero electric field initially. But by the time these holes are going to the right side, that is n side, and by the time these electrons are coming to the p side, there will be an electric field generated from n side to p side here. In between this region, this is called as, this region is also called as depletion layer. Okay. Where combination happens. So there drift current starts. Here electric field also increases, drift current also increases. But at a point, this drift current will be equal to the diffusion current. Diffusion current slowly decreases because electric field is opposite for the diffusion. The diffusion current slowly decreases, drift current slowly increases. So, but at a point, what will happen? This diffusion and drift current will become equal. At that time, the depletion layer becomes stable with that particular thickness. Okay. This point you can study. Diffusion means what?
Fixed depletion layer set होगा.
Fixed depletion layer उधर set होगा. Diffusion means holes coming from p type to n type.
Inside. Initially, what happens is diffusion.
Diffusion
along the concentration gradient.
along the concentration. But
diffusion जब चल रहा है,
this happens due to concentration.
This happens on n side. Opposite electric field is generated, and opposite current flows.
So this happens due to concentration difference. That happens, drift current happens due to electric field. This is quite important. Important in the sense, present trend of examinations, you have to remember these points. Anything can be asked. Drift current is due to, just when the PN are combined, which current will be higher, diffusion or drift? Diffusion current will be higher.
Diffusion current will be higher.
A diffusion current have direction from means holes going from
P side to N side.
P side to N side, and electrons coming from N side to P side. Drift current will be from electrons
N side to P side.
electrons from P side to N side.
Electrons नहीं, हाँ सही है.
Holes from N
Electrons-
side to P side. So initially diffusion will be current will be higher. Later on drift current slowly increases due to the formation of electric field. Then at a point there will be both will be equal.
Mhm.
Diffusion current till they occur till they both are equal. Okay. And then this there will be potential difference, right? Because now if you see this combination, there will be depletion layer. The depletion layer here holes are there, here electrons are there. The electric field will be in this direction, right? So electric field is in this direction means potential will be how much? Electric field go from higher potential to lower potential, right? That means this is at a higher potential, this is at a lower potential, right? That's why you can draw the graph like this. Nietzsche, that graph is given. Electric potential graph. This is the difference. ED will be the difference if it is a uniform electric field. Okay. With the distance, the electric field increases here. So now the potential difference increases here. Now what happens is this is called as barrier potential as well. That means if you want to send, now barrier potential is formed. Now no hole is no hole nahi, no net hole. Equal current ho jata hai udhar. Holes bhi jata hai, electrons bhi aate hai, but no net holes will be going into the right side direction. That means N type. Okay. Agar aap if you want to make this hole go to the right side, that means to the N side, that hole has to cross this
barrier
potential. So whatever the amount this barrier potential is there, you have to give battery, you have to connect a battery in such a way that that battery potential will be higher than this barrier potential. Very quite interesting. Higher than that battery potential, so that the current will flow. It will be in a closed condition. That means closed condition means current will flow through the circuit. That is why whatever the battery you connect for silicon, there is the values given here. For this silicon, there will be 0.7 electron volts. There will be a gap here. Is it given? Silicon, this is 0.7 volts. Next page, 222. Silicon, it is 0.7 volts. And germanium, that is 0.3 volts. That means if you want to pass the current, if you want to make the electricity get conducted in this semiconductor, in this PN junction, the external battery should be having a voltage higher than 0.3 for germanium and higher than 0.0 for silicon, 0.7 for silicon. Okay. In forward type, you can see that.
Forward bias zone.
Forward bias is nothing but वही 0.7 से ज्यादा दिया तो then only वो इलेक्ट्रॉन पास होगा. उससे ज्यादा हाई पोटेंशियल तो देना पड़ेगा ना. Jump to make the whole jump from P type to N type. This is another quite interesting thing.
एक मिनट germanium.
In exam, sometimes what they will give, ideal case if they give, wherein like this they give, battery will be there. These questions are prevalent. We will solve all the previous questions once, okay? Because this topic is very scoring. If you know how to solve, even though you don't know the concept.
वही important है सर.
हाँ.
क्योंकि कुछ ज्यादा conceptual नहीं questions आ रहे.
इस तरीके से क्वेश्चंस आया. फॉरवर्ड बायस है ये पूरा, ठीक है. This is forward bias because it is positive terminal is connected into positive one and negative one connected to N. No, for silicon this will be 0.7. Problems भी आया इस तरीके से. For germanium it will be 0.3. If you don't give this, suppose ये mention करता है exam में, this is 0.7, वो दिखाता है. उस समय आपको ये 2.7 वोल्ट्स दिया है बैटरी, यहाँ कुछ रेसिस्टेंस दिया, आपको करंट क्या बनेगा 2.7 minus 0.7 because this is a barrier potential, right? Minus
कितने का?
0.7 by resistance, current in the circuit.
0.7 सपोज सिलिकॉन का है,
हाँ सिलिकॉन का,
तो हाँ 2.7 माइनस जो अपोजिट में आएगा।
हाँ वो बैरियर पोटेंशियल अपोजिट में आएगा
हाँ,
पीएन
हाँ,
से,
समझा। हाँ, हाँ, हाँ।
वैसे करना पड़ेगा, बट एग्जामिनर मेंशन नहीं किया बिकॉज ऐसे भी कुछ है। आइडियल मान लिया, मतलब आप सिंपल ऐसे करोगे, फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन में करंट कंडक्ट होता है तो ये 2.7 है, 2.7 by R करोगे बस, मतलब यू रिमूव दिस वन, मतलब यू डोंट थिंक इट विल अपोज, जीरो रेसिस्टेंस इट इज ऑफरिंग, लाइक दैट वी कंसीडर,
नहीं पर अब 2.7 क्यों लेना है डायरेक्ट?
बिकॉज ये मेंशन नहीं किया कुछ, मतलब एग्जामिनर जनरली मेंशन करता है तो
हाँ
इसका,
मतलब उधर वो देना चाहिए बैरियर पोटेंशियल,
फॉरवर्ड बायस में यू रिमूव इट,
या सिर्फ कुछ दिया नहीं और डायरेक्ट दिया है कि सिलिकॉन का बना है,
तो देन यू नीड टू कंसीडर सिलिकॉन,
मतलब -0.7 करना होता
करना पड़ेगा।
है। हाँ, हाँ,
तो बट आई एम टेलिंग यू दिस, मतलब कुछ ना कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन वो क्वेश्चन में रख के देगा, कंट्रोवर्शियल नहीं बनेगा बट देगा, या तो दो ऑप्शन, दो आंसर्स में एक ही आंसर आपको बचाया रहे, तो देख
अच्छा, हाँ वो भी बोल रहा मुझे लगा।
2.7 by R और 2 by R का, तो द पॉइंट इज जनरल आइडियल केस में फॉरवर्ड बायस में आप करंट सीधा ये निकाल के प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करोगे, मतलब वो कुछ सब्ट्रैक्शन करेंगे, बट रिवर्स बायस में बिल्कुल वहां से जाएगा ही नहीं करंट, मतलब कंप्लीट ऑपोजिशन टू करंट, this is general problem solving, but there are some special problems which they have been asked, मतलब सिलिकॉन को कंसीडर करना है तो एट द टाइम 0.7 को सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है, जर्मेनियम को कंसीडर करना है एट दैट टाइम 0.3 को सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है आपको पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस, गॉट इट? So this kind of questions have been asked, we will see through them in the next class, okay? Zener diode, we'll see Zener diode, forward bias, reverse bias, Zener diode, then full wave rectifier, half wave rectifier, we'll see in the next class. LED, photodiode, solar cell. So last we will study about the transistor. First we will solve all the problems on it as well, whatever the existing problems. Then we finally go to transistor
ठीक है,
and its problems.
ठीक है।
Ensure. Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.